wonderful country where both the climate and the people are warm, where art is still alive in the streets, and where entertainment is an inseparable part of daily life. Spain, officially known as the Kingdom of Spain. Grab yourself a cup of coffee and sit back. Over the next 10 minutes, I'll take you on a journey through Spain, sharing fascinating insights about its culture, people, lifestyle, and many other things you've always wondered about. Spain welcomes nearly twice its own population in tourists every year, making it one of the most visited countries on Earth. In Europe, its only true rival in this regard is France. While people in many countries are getting ready for bed by 9 p.m., life in this vibrant land is only beginning to bloom. After a leisurely dinner at a restaurant, friends and families linger for hours in warm conversation, while children laugh, run, and kick footballs through the lively squares and streets around them. Spain, together with Portugal, a country it shares many cultural and linguistic similarities with, forms the Iberian Peninsula. It also enjoys strong and friendly relations with its other neighbors, Andorra and France. With an area of 505,992 square kilometers, Spain is the second largest country in the European Union, after France. It is also considered one of Europe's more affordable destinations, where life feels rich in culture but relatively light on cost. Administratively, the country is divided into 17 autonomous communities and 50 provinces. Among the most well-known are Catalonia and the Basque Country, regions that stand out for their strong identity and cultural uniqueness. In Catalonia in particular, a significant part of the population has long supported the idea of independence. This movement reached its peak in 2017 when a controversial referendum was held, drawing attention from around the world. The capital, Madrid, is the country's largest city, with a population of nearly 7 million. Thanks to its central location, it is often referred to as the heart of Spain. But Madrid is more than just an important city for Spain. It is a place of global significance, where history, culture, and art have left their mark on almost every corner. The country has no official religion today, although Christianity remained the official religion until 1978. Today, 56.6% of the population is Catholic, while 2.6% belongs to other religions. The remaining 39.2% of the population does not belong to any religion. Atheism and non-religious beliefs are becoming increasingly common in the country. More than 56% of young adults aged 25 to 34 and 63.5% of those aged 18 to 24 identify themselves as non-religious. The most religious group is people aged 65 and over, with around 75% describing themselves as religious. The Spanish have two great passions: football, which unites the entire country, and the adrenaline-filled culture surrounding bulls. The dangerous encierro runs held in the streets put people's courage to the test, while matador battles in the arenas offer a dramatic spectacle shaped by centuries of tradition. Yet in modern times, these two traditions are viewed quite differently. While football remains a universally loved passion, bullfighting has become an increasingly debated topic, especially among younger generations. Speaking of bulls, let me tell you a curious and hilarious story that happened to me during my 3-day trip to Spain. So my friend and I were in Seville, sitting in a large restaurant, when around 10 p.m. all the lights suddenly went out. A few seconds later, at the entrance of the hall, a waiter walked in carrying a large tray. Flames were rising from it, and a spotlight from above followed him as if he were part of a stage performance. He slowly moved through the room and approached one of the tables. On the tray were two large objects, about the size of melons. The waiter placed them on the table and served them like a special dish. We called our waiter over and asked what exactly this show was about. He He calmly explained that those melon-like things were actually bull testicles. He said they are only served once a day. In the stadium behind the restaurant, a bullfight takes place every evening, and the defeated bulls are slaughtered. Only certain parts are then sent to the restaurant, where they are prepared in a special way. We asked if we could make a reservation for the next day. He said, "Of course." So the next evening, we were back at the restaurant at 9 p.m. After a few drinks, just a few minutes before 10, the lights went out again. We were excited, unable to sit still, waiting for the waiter's performance. And then he appeared. But this time, something felt different. The flames on the tray were much smaller than the night before. Instead of melon-sized fire, there were only small, apricot-sized flames. I looked at him, almost angrily, and asked, "What is this supposed to be?" He leaned close and whispered in my ear, "I'm sorry, the matador lost today." One of the first things that comes to mind when people think of Spain is football. The country has enjoyed remarkable success in the sport and is home to some of the most successful clubs of modern times. With one FIFA World Cup title and 4 European Championship trophies, Spain has firmly established itself among football's elite nations. Its 2 biggest and most famous clubs are Real Madrid and Barcelona, whose rivalry captivates millions of fans around the world. A mountainous country, Spain ranks as the second highest country in Europe after Switzerland when measured by average elevation. It is also one of the member states of both the European Union and NATO, playing an important role in European and international affairs. Spain has been using the wrong time zone for 80 years. It is 1 hour ahead of where it should be. The country is in the same time zone as the United Kingdom and Portugal, through which the prime meridian passes. However, in 1942, Franco, who ruled Spain at the time, switched the country to Central European time to align it with Nazi Germany. As a result, the country is 1 hour ahead in winter and 2 hours ahead in summer. Because of this, Spaniards eat lunch at 2 p.m. and dinner at 9 or 10 p.m., and they tend to go to bed late. In fact, in the country, the evening news starts at 9 p.m., while TV series usually begin at 10 p.m. Spain's population is shrinking due to low birth rates, aging, and some emigration driven by economic pressure. By 2050, it may lose about 11% of its population, and around 1 in 3 people will be over 65. With a fertility rate of just 1.2 and very high life expectancy, the country is rapidly aging. This creates a major economic challenge: fewer workers, more retirees, and rising pressure on public services. Many people delay or avoid having children, mainly because of the high cost of raising them. Looking at daily life, Spain has several autonomous regions with their own languages, but the country's official language is Spanish, also known locally as Castilian. Thanks to Spain's vast colonial empire, Spanish spread far beyond Europe to the Americas, Africa, and Asia. Today, it is spoken by more than 560 million people, including around 460 million native speakers, making it the world's 4th most spoken language and one of the most widely used official languages across different countries. Spain's minimum wage is around 1,166 euros per month, while the average salary is about 2,710 euros. Income taxes range from 19% to 45%, depending on earnings. Compared with countries like France, Germany, the UK, and the Netherlands, Spain is generally considered affordable. However, wages are also lower, making living costs feel less attractive for many Spaniards. One of Spain's biggest challenges is unemployment. The country was hit hard by the 2008 financial crisis, with unemployment peaking at 26% in 2013. Although it has improved significantly, youth unemployment remains relatively high. Spain has the world's 14th largest economy, but in terms of GDP per capita, it ranks much lower, reflecting the gap between overall economic size and individual prosperity. Taking a nap after lunch is a well-known part of Spanish culture. Known as the siesta, this tradition reflects Spain's slower daily rhythm, especially during the hottest hours of the day. Traditionally, the workday includes a long afternoon break, allowing people to relax, eat, and escape the heat. However, daily siestas are less common today, particularly among office workers. Many Spaniards now reserve them for weekends and holidays, while some businesses still adjust their schedules during the hot summer months, especially in August. There is a popular rumor that the Eiffel Tower was originally proposed for Barcelona, but after being rejected by local authorities, it was eventually built in Paris. People in Spain live life in a relaxed, fun, and freestyle way. They are very helpful and friendly people. Even though I stayed there for only 3 days, I felt this very strongly. For example, even when you ask for directions, they do their best to help you in any way they can. Spaniards are not known for being very punctual, and often prefer to go with the flow rather than plan everything in advance. Despite economic challenges, they generally maintain a positive outlook on life. Consumerism is less common than in many countries. Most people buy what they need rather than chase the latest cars or smartphones, finding happiness in simple things instead. Spain has long been a country where art and dance play an important role. Its famous artists include the writer Miguel de Cervantes and painters Pablo Picasso and Salvador Dalí. Its most famous dance is flamenco, which has become known all around the world. Spain has also been very prominent in the TV series industry in recent years. La Casa de Papel, one of the most watched non-English series on Netflix, along with a teen drama called Elite, and the mystery series El Inocente, are among the most popular examples.
आमतौर पे लोग सालों तक पढ़ाई करते हैं